Mas Rizal, can you help me to be my secretary, please? Okay, thank you. So, today would like to start our BI Scrum meeting, BI Scrum updates. Um, would like to start by the Airbnb opportunities. Please, Fidi, tell us your update.
Okay, so I've updated the funnels, and as seen, and as I've mentioned last Scrum, I fixed the inquiry error, and now it's recorded back, and that's why the numbers are going down in the middle funnel, and the number of inquiries converted from page view increased by a significant margin compared to the usual one because there are around 200 to 200 to 300 inquiries that are stuck in the funnel, so it's not processed into the database. Yeah, so that causes the middle funnel to drop. um I think, based on my usual conversation with the funnel managers, actually the inquiry conversion is kind of hindered due to the lack of supply, especially for the wanted dates for December. And I believe PI has discussed about that one, right, Lilith, last Wednesday?
Mm, yes, I think so, but we'll check again after you updates this.
Okay, so that's that. And also, most of the progress and the strategies in this particular campaign lies with the product development, marketing tool, inquiry tool, and also dynamic goodbye message. All of them are governed under the product development. And yeah, I guess that's it for the update for the this particular campaign.
Okay, thank you very much. My first question is regarding because you said that major causes of unconverted inquiry is the lack of supply. What kind of supply is lacking actually? I mean, because they are sending inquiries, perhaps they want to book something in that day, right? So why is that lacking of supply basically?
Yes. So Nadine, can you help me explain that one? Okay, since Nadine might not be available right now. Uh, the usual one, peak season, villas, because the one that's left is quite undesirable actually. Like I believe NH, or maybe like price, those places where they do not want to drop the prices. Those are the one that's left. Some properties like Maharaja is even sold, right? Because
Yes, Maharaja shop.
yeah, it's already sold. Yeah, La Jolla actually suddenly increased their price through WhatsApp. Uh, can't remember. There are examples of properties. The one that's left for inquiries are those that do not want to drop their prices and suddenly inflate their prices during the peak season.
Okay. Perhaps I need more understanding regarding. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe we'll provide the more detailed
yeah,
classification.
sure.
I'll do it after the meeting. Yeah.
From the logic, actually, people send inquiries when they can
When
understand
they can book.
available
Yeah.
service, right? Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
that's basically my hypothesis, and I need more explanation on that basically. And then, um, regarding the, we see that there is some booking for big group property, for example, like Pondok Kita and also Rakarai, I guess. What is actually the strategy for this? Is there any specific strategy on Airbnb or only pricing for this one?
So, like before, actually, even though I think it's happened for Maharaja, right? Even though the maximum capacity is, for example, like 10, but then we still allow groups of 14. Of course, with inquiring the owners, and then also provide suggesting guest house as a place for big groups, and that's have been going on for like at least 3 4 weeks.
No, I mean, the Pondok Kita is a guest house, but on Airbnb we have big booking. For a Karai also a guest house, which
Mm-hmm.
is for big groups. Is there any specific strategy where we can
Oh,
sell that
we can
on Airbnb?
actually. Yeah, yeah, we can combine the listings into a big one, right? So we can help
Yeah,
aside from the
we have
content team.
some. I mean, if we haven't have that, perhaps we can make the listing. But if we
Yeah,
already have,
we have for
is there any
most
other strategy?
for most guesses, I believe we have, but not the entirety. Do you think that the entirety will work? Because, for example, like uh, being in Ombak or BSL, I think there's the listing for the 3 bedrooms one, or like 4 bedrooms one. So do you think it's better if we like make it into one huge listing?
Okay, perhaps we can discuss about
Yep,
that.
yep, yep.
Also in with marketing, and also because we need to see more evidence on that big group that accept guest houses basically for the new year. Okay, that's from my side. Anyone has more questions regarding
Yep, from
Airbnb?
messaging.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So this we spoke about this issue from a different point of view this morning. Okay, yeah, this morning in marketing. So the crucial thing I need to understand is this: is there a good matching between what we do not have and cannot fulfill an inquiry, and what we are seeking in terms of the new supply that we want to bring in, or is there no matching at all? Is like the supply kind of coming in on its own, and the demand is just sort of hopefully matching with the supply?
Yep. So far from the from my understanding, the
Uh,
temporary partnership actually brings in guests, but not on Airbnb, but from direct bookings.
Hmm.
So therefore, we,
Okay,
we
got
kind
it.
of know like and because one of the friction in Airbnb why we can't use that temporary supply strategy is due to the toolkit availability. They has a lot of having to make Airbnb booking listing, something like that.
Right. Okay. So we're unable. If I'm not mistaken, our feedback loop right now is not very good because it's not a full cycle. If somebody's making a booking, it will not drive a listing that we have on Airbnb to attain a higher rank,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's just one particular. That's true. That's also true. But
Mm,
what
okay.
I'm saying is that um, in direct bookings, when there are lack of supplies, you can
Mm-hmm,
ask marketing to do like to find temporary partnerships.
hmm.
But to be able
Okay.
to get more supply in Airbnb, they can't be temporary partners.
I see. Okay. So is would you say that's a strategic break in the feedback chain right now to essentially evolve the temporary partners, which are good for fulfilling per request demand, into more long-term partnerships that can generate a ranking record and get
Oh
us
yeah,
like
yeah. Of
a
course, that's
more
the.
sustainable demand?
I believe community is trying to do that, right? From temporary
Okay,
partnership into long term partners.
got it. Okay. And so this new, let's say, unfulfilled demand, is it because what I'm thinking is this, right? So we have unfulfilled demand. Nadine sends over the request to marketing. Marketing finds a product to fulfill that demand. So then, therefore, there is now a solution for the unfulfilled demand. So, how much more unfulfilled demand cases do we have that is new? Like how many cases are we getting that are essentially like, okay, we have before we didn't have this, now we have it. Is it because we're not matching the new inquiries to the types of supply that we had brought in previously because we haven't correlated a case together? Or is it that there's new cases coming in, new types of demand coming in that we don't have supply for?
Okay, so maybe I think the exact question maybe we'll ask to Carizal. Carizal, how many temporary partners have you brought these past month, and how many of them are actually getting bookings
Okay.
and not getting bookings? Yeah.
Yeah, for my feasibility is we are getting we get supply from the monthly guest, and then we also cover 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom villas that previously we don't have. But right now, I see a lot of inquiries from the Slack that Nadine and Andres request that they need big villa with daily rent basically. Like
Oh
okay,
wow.
the I don't know, from my perspective, it is very hard because uh, for the short term rental, it is uh,
Difficult to
we have
create
to
temporary.
find the ability. We have to
Mhm.
negotiate the ask the price again and something like that. That so yeah, I think it's more difficult right now
Yep.
from the
Okay.
market.
Okay.
Yep.
I understand that. So basically, we're seeing a product demand transformation. Essentially, people are, instead of asking for a long-term product, they're asking for a more short-term product. So they have, like, let's say, the same budget, but fewer days that they want to spend it.
Not the same budget, of course, but
Okay.
what I'm trying to say, sir, is actually product for market building actually brings in like temporary partnerships, and
Yeah.
most of them at least are already sold, like New Gading Villa, or I don't know, I can't remember the name, but they are sold.
Got it.
But there are extra demands that is considering our resources, and also the duration and also the value of the booking. Sometimes
Hmm.
it's
Got it.
more difficult to get short term temporary partner for short term rentals.
Interesting. So we have over demand and not enough supply.
In a sense, that somewhat sounds like it, especially for the peak season only, actually. But I don't
I
know about
see. I see.
January,
For a short
February.
amount of time. Okay. Understood. Understood. And this is coming in terms of a different type of more short stay rather than long stay.
Yeah, yeah, we're I think we're kind of like seeing that.
Okay. Got it. And Rizal, of the new products that they're bringing in right now, how many have availability during the peak season? Is it a lot or not very many?
Okay, from the activity is mostly are closed, but I also
I
asked
see.
to the field counters to pick that only have availability only and also have a
Okay.
good price only. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Thank you for that information then. Back to the chair.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for the questions. If you still have any confusion, you can have a substantive question regarding this. But actually, we have the data of what is that? What is the new supply and when they are sold. Actually, the lagging time, we already have the data about it from about. I think for the property itself, we have 15 property, and we sold it five properties. So it's like how many percent is that? 30% is sold for long term rental. And then what is the feedback cycle of that is actually extension. When we have the long term rental that is suitable for a guest, for example, like in New Gading and also Bali Prime, they are extended, and that's actually not really the feedback, the positive feedback cycle from advocacy, but extended for revenue. That's what I know from the external supply. Anyone has more questions again to the Airbnb? If no, I'd like to continue to the booking.com. For this campaign, the upper funnel activity is actually only aiding the promotion for a new property. And then for the instant book, it is increases by 8% from last week on Friday. We get 86 booking. And then for the checkouts, we also increases, cancellation decreases. And then for the review itself, congratulations to the team, Cynthia, Andre, that helps us to actually maintain the guests and also reaching out to the guests. We get 23.5 conversion and increase 11% from the previous Scrum. Cynthia, do you want to speak something? I don't see your
Yes, thank you
yeah.
for
Oh
the
no.
for having
Yeah.
as well. Yep. I think that, I mean, let's keep going on.
All right. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Whenever
Yes,
I
sir.
see like
Please.
an increase in the conversion rates, I'm always thinking, what's the reason for it? So, Cynthia, what do you think is the reason for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
asked Cynthia too previously.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of in the call with my mom. So would you please repeat it again?
Sure. What do you think is the reason why we're getting a higher review rate on Booking.com now compared to before?
Oh, yes, yes. Lilis already asked this as well. I think that's because we get in touch with the guests.
Okay.
Basically, the guests reaching out to us, and then also about their satisfaction to the property. Because for the almost of the review that I read, it's about the property, about their experience stay at the property. That's the things.
Okay. And you mean that the guests are getting back out to us. So, what part of our communication strategy have we improved? Is it we're picking the right audience, picking better timing, better messaging, or have we found a channel that actually engages guests more actively?
Yes. So for several guests, actually, they still have the number, so we can reach out them. And then for the other
Uh-huh.
one, we send the welcome message, like the previous one. So we didn't use again well, but we use the normal goodbye message because there will be our contact. So the guests
Okay.
just like click that easily.
Okay. Interesting. Yep.
Okay. So in addition to that, actually, what I observe, because I also do the experiment by myself, helping Cynthia out. Reaching the guest is actually working. I mean, when we first reach out the guest through the WhatsApp and they don't put review, and then I try to re-reach the guest, and they actually reviewed it, and also one of them is coming back, for example, to Labomi, to book again in Labomi after they put review. And then another one is also the messaging. I use different type of messaging where actually the content is still the same, but it sounds different. I haven't made sure about it because I haven't made them more. I haven't sent it to many more guests, but from like six guests that I sent, two is giving a review, so it the conversion is quite high, but need more data about it. I will discuss regarding this with Cynthia more in a sub discussion, perhaps. Anyone have more question or suggestion again? If no, then would like to continue to Facebook. Please, Nova, give your updates.
Thank you, Liz. So, for the Facebook, since the last update, there are nothing big changes happening. So for the upper panel, there are like for increase for the inquiries and also published posts. And then the most important one, finally we got a review on our Facebook page. Uh, it's increased like only even though it's only one, but at least we got one finally. So and then uh, I will propose for the boosting listing and also create a proposal paper for it. The purpose is not to gain any inquiries, but to see how much is affecting the inquiries. And then last week, the inquiries increased greatly. There some possible cause. The first one is Mas Gani put some Airbnb review on the listing, and then the second one is it is accumulated from last week uh, under reporting. And then I will gonna brainstorm with Cinta and also marketing team to create a property review content video to increase the number of inquiries and also review itself. Thank you. That's all from me, guys.
Okay, thank you, Noval. So first, I'd like to comment regarding the reporting. It is actually still not, what is that? How do we usually report a campaign? First, you have to report the number. Yes, that's correct. And then the second one is the conversion from A to B. But the last one is actually uh, the increase or decrease in the conversion compared to previous Scrum, which is for example, the review conversion, it's 1 per 9. Yes, that's correct, 11. But the last one, it's not 100%, but it is also 11.1% because previously it is 0% conversion, right? So that's actually what is lacking here. So you have to revise it after the scrum, and I would like to see the right format after this. That's for the reporting one. And then for the campaign strategy, do you know what is actually the feature or the purpose of boost listing, and also what is the budget that you need to spend for this strategy?
Actually, I don't have any research for that. So therefore, I need to research on that and create a paper, and then I want to propose it to Mas Gani regarding of that.
Okay, then. So from my understanding, you actually don't really know what is actually boost listing yet, right?
Yep.
If that's so, I need you to make the analysis first. I mean, you have to understand what is actually the feature or the marketing itself, and do we really need that? Since we have actually the inquiries that's still coming, but what we need to increase is the reservation itself. Perhaps we need that if we can have more qualified inquiries that is easier to convert. That's perhaps one reason that you can bring to me, so I can what's that approve your idea to make the boost listing feature. So that's a comment from me. Thank you very much for the new insight. We'll over to the floor if you have any questions or comments. No? If no, then would like to jump into agent sales. Yeah. The agent sales, why is the levels is disappear? The agent sales is the outreach is not actively done, but I have some new leads coming from Wayana and also from email, I guess, the property partnership or the partnership email, but there is no new engaged agent. The increase is only on the, okay, the inquiry is increases, the conversion is also increases. We have actually 10 booking converted. It's wrong data. And then for the review part, um I already planned to I already execute to take a review from the agent, but sadly the agent haven't give me review yet, so there's no progress on the review side. That's the update for the agent sales. Do you have any questions or comments? If no, then I would like to continue to Instagram. Is Maskani here? Yes, Maskani, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. So I'd like to give update about the Instagram campaign. So for the Instagram campaign, it's increased on the funnel A and B, got 5 inquiries in the last weekend. And then the next is funnel C. Andre is still working on inquiry summary and will create an inquiry classification soon. And the next is funnel D. I see that one guest checked out last week. And on the last funnel E, I see Cynthia just got guest's photo and they will tag us as well. So thank you, Cynthia, for reach out to the guest. So yeah, I think that's it. Just the update. Back to Miss Chair.
Okay, Mas Gani. Thank you very much for the updates. And my questions for this. Oh, no question. First, perhaps request for the reporting,
Mm-hmm.
can you make the A funnel into like the B funnel? So you have the apa namanya header like the A awareness, and you can sum up the
Oh,
51 plus 72. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
can have apa namanya lebih jelas gitu how many outreach, how many awareness. For the yeah, we see more inquiries come in. That
yeah.
is progressing. What is actually the is the inquiry that is coming actually convertible? I mean, you post some properties, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is that match? Is the inquiry that coming matches the property that you post? For
Yes.
example, you
So
post Labomi and then they require for Labomi, or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what
So
is actually the type of inquiries that coming?
okay, so uh, basically we just post some property last week, and then we just got inquiry after a week, and yes, some of guests is just asking from what we just posted from the feed and the story as well. So yeah, they just attract to what we post basically. So that's a matches. But for the conversion, I think Andre know better about this. But what I can say is most of inquiries is not confirmed because the property itself is just occupied on the December. Is that clear?
Okay, so if yes, that clear. But if the property is occupied, does that mean that you advertise the property that is occupied? I
So
mean, you said that that is matching
yeah.
post, but they are occupied.
Yeah, so the last 2 weeks we posted, and then this week it's just closed. So it's get new booking. So the apa namanya the booking acceleration is so
So
fast. So yeah.
okay then. Suggestion, perhaps you can advertise the property that is actually not really not booked, like
Yeah,
double A. They don't even get one booking for a
yeah,
long time ago. And what else? Yeah. Oh, I think we can have some discussion of what kind of property that we should post regarding
yes,
the availability itself. Okay, Mas Danny?
yes, it is.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Is there any question on the floor? No, if no, yeah, we still have 6 minutes to end the meeting. Anyone has something to say about or questions regarding the whole uh, campaign, the chapter campaign? Anything? I mean, if you want to have a delegate this or something. If no, we'd like each of the campaign manager to have a summary from VD. Do you think the campaign is better or worse than the last Scrum?
Worst.
Worst. Okay. So the plan is actually regarding how we can optimize the guest houses as a big for a big group. That's first
Yep,
that I
yep.
understand. The second one, that's only that's that I understand from this. Is there any other plan for the optimization?
The big plan is the tool, but the short-term plan is guest house optimization, as well
The
as
big plan is
the tools. Yeah, the tools that is proposed in three funnels to the product development, to gain more understanding of the market.